The NFL season is upon us. And guys, if you knew what was going to happen, where would you put your money? What type of collectibles would you guys invest in? Well, we don't have a crystal ball, but we do have Carlo and we have this wheel, and we're going to give you our predictions. But first, go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe. And Carlo, why don't you start us off? Give us a spin, and we'll give you guys our takes on what we think's going to happen. Hopefully, it'll help your guys' investments through this NFL season.
So we're predicting based off the wheel. So whatever comes up, we're going to give our prediction.
We're just going to give our prediction.
All right.
Some of these things, I don't even know where we're going to go, but we'll get there, I guess.
All right, Carlito.
That was good. That was good, Dave.
Spin, man. Get it all the way around.
Here we go, Vanna White.
Go Birds, Vanna City.
Go.
Vanna White, let's go.
Woo!
I can't read. You guys got
Wow.
Tommy Boy.
Tommy
Great movie.
Boy. Great movie.
Great movie.
Great movie.
So Chris Farley. Okay. Tommy Boy. I'm assuming we're going to go with TB12 here.
Of course. I mean, who wants to start it off? I mean, I think, everybody thought he was done. It was over. He retired, and then he comes back for, I think, his final hurrah. I don't know if I think personally it might have been the best call if he would have retired last year. I think that was his time, but knowing Tom Brady, he could play till he's 55, and he'll still be probably one of the best quarterbacks in the league. So I could still see him definitely leading the Bucs to a playoff team. I would not be surprised at all.
Well, he is 45, and he lost a big weapon, obviously, in Gronk.
Yeah, he did.
But, I think a lot of people are predicting Brady to go down pretty far. I think for me, I'd see that playoff contention team, and I would personally be probably selling Brady around that time, maybe when the retirement announcement comes out. That could definitely be a huge time for Brady. Don't think they're going to win it all, but I do think they're going to be in playoff contention. That's probably going to be a good time to go for it. As far as, his values during that time, I think that's going to be the big time to sell or leading into the season. But I think people are like, when he announces retirement, let's do a big event. That's kind of when a lot of the value is going to spike. So, and last year we saw Brady's values going into the playoffs much higher than after he got eliminated.
Because the price kind of bakes into what you anticipate that player is going to do a lot of times.
You hope he wins it again. You're betting on him to win it again.
Of course. Carlo, what's your
Good job, guys. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think I don't think his value is going to be hurt too much. He's the GOAT. It's established. Whether he wins 17 games or 0, he's the best. What Brady has going for him is the fact that he's in the NFC. Feels like every good quarterback's in the AFC. His division is brutal. He should go undefeated in that division alone. So you think you'd see home playoff games, a bye. I would kind of invest around that. It should be a cakewalk through the season for him. And like I said, you get the playoff games, and I would go from there.
Cakewalk.
That's it.
Oh.
Okay.
He's got to go against the Saints, the Falcons, the Panthers. It's kind of a
So after the bye, though, is he going to make it down to the championship game? Is he going to get to the Super Bowl? What do you say?
We'll never know, because here comes the next one.
All right.
Pretty good, honestly.
That's great.
Tease.
Oh, baby, the tease. Tua, Trey, and Trevor.
Okay.
Bunch of young guys here. I'll start it off. Personally, of these three, Trey and the 49ers, they're going to be in contention, no doubt about it. But Tua, he had a great run last year. He can come out strong. I like Tua, but I'm going Trevor. I think the guy's got tons of talent. I know the team isn't that great. Etienne's back this year, though. That can make a little bit of difference. You got some running options and whatnot. I think Trevor's, even if the team isn't doing that great, I think that he's going to come out and have some big guards, a lot of good games. He's going to probably be around 500, maybe a little better. And guys are going to be thinking, okay, third year's the charm there. So I think Trevor Lawerence is the guy of that group to dump the money in.
Of the three, I would agree with that as well. I think Tua has a lot to prove. I think he came up with all these hype and expectations, and we did see flashes of it. He definitely showed what he could be in this league. But to me, I just think there's too much unknown with him. So I think his prices are definitely going to continue to increase as he plays and proves that he's a superstar in this league. Trey, I think there's a lot of questions around, but people love buying him right now. I think he's something that people are anticipating that he has that superstar potential maybe one day. So sometimes it's stuff we don't even see. It's stuff that other people look and they think it's a long-term investment. So I can definitely see that. But I think, package deal right now of the three who I'm taking Trevor Lawerence for sure.
So Trevor Lawerence, Love the fact he's got Doug Peterson.
It's huge.
We saw him lead the Bears to Super Bowl. He's in that AFC where it's just so stacked. His division's weak, but okay. Tua got Tyreek Hill. He's an absolute burner. You got to like the Dolphins a little bit. The Patriots seem to be regressing a little bit. But I'm going with Trey Lance. He's in the right program with the right coaches and the right players, man. He is set up for success way more than these other guys. So it matters. And last year we saw Mac Jones. I mean, the dude at 3,800 yards. It's he was in the right system. Trey Lance is in stud coach, stud players, and I expect him to be the best out of that crop.
What if they got a free agent stud tight end like Carlo Civitella to join the squad?
I think would be a handsome guy that can block and also catch passes.
Beautiful.
There we
beautiful.
go. With the tees.
All right, Carlo.
With
Let's
the
go.
tees.
Keep it going with the tees.
Trey Lance.
Sleepers. Oh,
man.
yeah, sleepers.
So is that team or player?
You tell me,
Could
kid.
be anything.
You tell me,
Yeah,
kid.
Could be anything.
You're a handsome young man. You'll figure it out.
There, Look.
You want me to go? You guys can think
I mean,
a little
look,
bit.
there's a lot of options.
I'll
here.
go.
There's a lot of options.
I'll go. I think.
We didn't study the wheel in advance.
I didn't either, bro.
I think Jalen Hurts is a sleeper.
Let's go. Let's go, Birds. Let's go, Birds.
Not even because I'm an Eagles fan. I'm not saying it in that. I think the kid's sharp. I mean, he's got all the tools. He is. He's a kid still.
Group is older than him.
I am. He could be my son. But anyway, but seriously, I think he has all the intangibles you want in a leader of a team, and I think he keeps his mouth shut when he's supposed to. He speaks up when he has to, and I think how he handles himself on and off the field says a lot about him and his character as a young player, and how that could equate to a longer career. I don't know. Everything I've seen, he's handled adversity well. I think I really think he's got what it takes to be not only the face of the franchise, but a long-time superstar in this league.
I like that.
Nice.
I do.
Nice. I mean, for me, some sleepers. I don't want to say the Giants. I mean, even though Saquon might change the team a little bit. I'm not going to go there. I honestly like Jacksonville. I like Trevor Lawerence.
Okay.
I think they're a sleeper because everyone's counting them out.
That's it.
And then, you have Denver, who's also really everyone's counting out right now. But you have a huge game changer, obviously, in their new quarterback, Russell Wilson, who's capable of changing the game. Granted, they did take some injury hits already, but I like those couple teams right there. I think one of them is going to come out and kind of shock some people.
I like it.
I have a couple older quarterbacks that people aren't thinking about. Give me Kirk Cousins and give me Matt Ryan as two sleepers.
Wow.
Matty Ice is a stud. He's like top 10 all time in yards. The dude's been doing it forever. You bring him to an indie team, great culture, great franchise, bad division. I like his chances there. Kirk Cousins, dude, the dude slings the ball. He's underrated. I see the Packers taking a step back. New coaching staff. I think Kirk's going to get it done.
So let me ask you this, though. How does that translate to cards, though? So when you have, Kirk Cousins, or you have, the guys of that caliber,
I mean, you're right. And I get it. Kirk Cousins, 2012 Prisms, Matty Ice, God knows when he was a rookie.
Right.
But, dude, we saw it with Matt Stafford. We saw it with Matt Stafford, right? The guy was just good forever. His cards were nothing. Then all of a sudden he goes to the Rams. The guy's in the Super Bowl. People are buying his exquisite RPAs. I could see it with Matt Ryan.
Good example.
I could see Kirk Cousins, people eating up his 2012 Prism cards or 2014 or whatever. First year, I was thinking basketball. First year Prism, Kirk Cousins, Matt Ryan. I mean, these are two really good quarterbacks that have flown under the radar that I think are in the right situations later in their careers.
That's actually a great point, because Matt Ryan's market was non-existent until that Super Bowl. So I mean,
Stafford,
and then all of a sudden, Matt Stafford, and all of a sudden it took off.
Right.
I mean, so I think that's actually a really, really interesting play.
So, while everyone's jumping on these young guys, and rightfully so, there's still a few old-time sleepers. You think about someone like Philip Rivers, he couldn't do it. Well, maybe Matt Ryan or Kirk Cousins could. So those are my two sleepers.
I like it.
I like and I like when the guy comes to a new team.
That's what I mean.
Like Russell Wilson, right? When he comes to a
Yeah.
new team, he's going to get the Denver guys now buying into him. So you're going to automatically, if he comes out hot, the card value should increase just because he's going to have the old fan base that have always loved
Great
him.
franchise.
But they're going to have the new fan base as well. So I see an increase for the first couple weeks of the season when these guys come out with those new teams.
Yeah.
Should we go again?
Let's
go again.
This is fun. We don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, here we go.
So I don't even know what is it?
MVP.
MVP, most valuable
Man,
player.
that's a loaded question.
I mean, at
Wow.
Golden, we say Dave Ammerman.
That's right.
But here, we're not sure.
But it's
So
this one's a little bit more wide open. Sure.
It's a little bit more wide open. It just takes it, doesn't it? All right, who wants to start that one? That's tough. I'll start it.
Yeah, start it.
Let's be bold. Joe Burrow, MVP this year.
Okay.
Yeah, I just love Joe Burrow. I think he has all that cockiness but confidence. It's like right on that line. You're not sure which one it is. He just believes in himself. He believes in his team. Everything he says and does is the right thing. And I think people saw it on a grand scale last year, and I think this year it's not going to come as much of a shock when he puts up monster numbers. So I really could see him being an MVP.
I'm going to go with probably one of the front runners. I'm going to go with what I think is going to be Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert's going to be on a team that, should win. They should go down pretty far. His record should be great. He's got the numbers. He's got the yardage. He's got the TDs. He's going to come out and, right off the bat, hopefully be in a front runner right from day one. So I think something significant is going to happen elsewhere to knock him off. I know that, he's a young guy still, but I think Herbert, with that team, should be a big front runner right now.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. The AFC guys are going to beat each other up, right? The MVP will be my sleeper. Kirk Cousins for MVP, dog.
Man.
Justin Jefferson, Thielen, new coach, a regressing Packers team. Listen, put your money on it. You know the odds are super long. This dude puts up numbers. You never know what's going to happen. I'm just saying it's a sleeper. These guys go with the easy stuff. So
look, you just have just as much odds for Justin Fields to win it.
Yeah,
as well.
I don't know about that. All right, guys. What do you guys think? One more spin?
Let's go.
Let's do another one.
Spin her up.
Go.
Spin her up. Wow, a little aggressive one.
That's the last one, man. We got to make it count.
Here we
Hey,
go.
how you doing? Joe Cool.
Joe Cool.
Oh, right there.
AKA
Cool.
MVP.
Should I
MVP.
do another one since we already?
No.
All
It's,
right.
No, we didn't all talk about Joe Cool.
Yeah, you want to talk about him? I mean,
First of all,
he's my.
Yeah,
we
just
talk about
did it.
Joe
We got-
Burrow.
How about we do this? How about we do this?
Montana.
Oh, boom. Oh, just laying on Saquon.
Oh,
Dude. What
no.
happened?
Oh,
What happened?
Saquon.
Tell us about
Barkley.
Saquon
I
this
mean,
year.
come on.
What's next?
You guys
There's
don't
not so
like
many
Saquon?
lists.
Give me a good one, dude.
What do you want?
think they're
Saquon.
both
He's going to be
great.
great.
Joe Burrow's going to kill it. He's going to stay injury-free. He's going to make another Super Bowl.
How about the
potential
AFC West?
I mean, go ahead, take it.
Well, I'm just saying it's the most intriguing division. Chargers, Chiefs, right? Broncos. I mean, this is a really and the Raiders.
Well, I already said my pick.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. Listen, no one's talked about Mahomes yet. No, the word Patrick Mahomes has not been mentioned. Is that nuts?
Lost the big weapon.
Yeah, he definitely did. He's gonna.
Okay, see, there we go. Now we're going.
I mean,
So
it's
AFC West, dude, Chargers, Chiefs, best division they've said in decades. So what do you guys think?
Well,
The Raiders made the playoffs last year. Herbert did not. So
I'm going with Chargers. I mean, that's something
Really?
I said before. Yeah.
yeah, no, I've heard
I
that,
would
which
take
is
the Chargers over the Chiefs too, honestly.
and the Broncos
Without Tyreek,
The Broncos are
that's a killer.
probably not gonna be
Losing Tyreek Hill, Patrick Mahomes is incredible. There's no denying that. But losing Tyreek Hill, a guy like that, a playmaker like that with that kind of speed, game-changing ability at any time, that's a big shot. That's a big shot to any team. So I think they're kind of underplaying it a little bit right now. But I think Mahomes will definitely feel that a little bit.
I am going Chiefs without a doubt.
Wow.
You could put
Bold.
Ryan Krupa in the cast to
Bold.
replace Tyreek Hill, and it would not matter. Patrick Mahomes,
Bold,
dude.
man. He's bold today.
No one cares.
No, I get it.
He's great. I'm not saying he's not
doesn't
great.
stay
but
healthy,
that's it.
They should have rolled the Bengals last year. Until you could prove to me otherwise, I got to go with Mahomes. You know what I mean? I think once again I could see Mahomes versus Josh Allen, and we'll go from there.
We didn't mention
So
Josh
this
Allen.
is what right. I know.
That's-
Josh Allen.
Can't that help his market? Because now, if Mahomes does it without Tyreek Hill, doesn't that give an increase in value?
Of course.
Yes, of course. But I
it
think
does.
the thing with Mahomes that we got all spoiled to, just coming out his first season and setting TD records and everything that he's done, he's always been like a Super Bowl or bust kind of guy. I
Always,
think.
yep.
That's a
I
good
feel
point.
like last year when he didn't make it, all of a sudden people are dropping back, his stuff's cutting in half.
Which is crazy. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
people are second guessing. We went to the AFC Championship game. They're up by plenty of, So.
Yeah,
But
I know, but I feel like if he doesn't get there again, people are going to maybe step another step back from him. Unless he
It's fair.
comes out and
But
has
it
50
also
TDs.
goes to how great he actually is.
Right.
That it's Super Bowl or bust. So I mean, there's obviously it's a double-edged sword. But I see what you're saying though. I think if it's year after year where he doesn't win it, then it's like that could definitely speak volumes as well. So
But yeah, that AFC West is just going to be, really interesting. It's just, you're right, Mahomes. in a short sample, MVP, 50 touchdowns, couple Super Bowl, won one, lost one. So you're right. We didn't even mention Josh Allen.
I mean, Josh
also
Allen
in the
is
AFC.
ridiculous.
Right.
I think I'm not.
They're definitely
So,
a front runner as well. But I think the young guys, right? Herbert, those guys that have been in the league for a few years, one of them comes out
he's a
has
stud,
an
man.
MVP type season. As high as their value is, we might see a 2x, on that this year as well.
I think
so
talent-wise, Josh Allen's the best quarterback. Period. I do.
yeah.
I do.
So there you go, man. It's going to be an interesting year.
There's a lot of
Dak Prescott.
someone coughed back there.
Listen,
said something meaningless. Well, we'll completely. Go
Someone
right over
said
that.
someone said Dak Prescott, but like once again, I
No team.
hate the Cowboys. But look, that division, that conference, like he's going to be there. And you're right, that's probably a dark horse MVP. Let's be real.
I personally don't talk about Cowboys.
The AFC, they're going to beat each other up, man. Like it's going to be interesting. I don't think Dak's actually a bad call, and I hate the Cowboys. Go Birds!
So where are you putting your money this season, Carlo? Where would you put all your money right now?
Saquon
what
Barkley.
to like win the Super
What?
Bowl?
No, not betting wise, memorabilia.
Oh,
How are you buying?
Cards.
What are you buying up?
I'm buying Kirk Cousins, and I'm buying Matt Ryan. And
It's an affordable option.
No one's
he's buying
thought
a
about
house.
him.
He's buying a house.
I just bought a
Well
house.
done.
That's-
Which is
I
why
don't
he's
care.
only affording the
done.
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, but listen, those are low risk, high reward guys. So that's kind of what I'm looking towards right now. Some of those young guys, like I said, man, that conference is going to be tough. So I don't think Dak's actually a bad option either. So, all right, David, take us home, man.
No, look, I mean, I'll just take us home.
Yeah, it's over.
I need to hear.
It's over.
over.
It's over.
Guys, look, we were spinning the wheel. Great advice, both of you guys.
Thank you.
Please follow us, subscribe, like us, add your comments. Who do you guys think's going to be the good buys? Who's going to win it all? Let us know. Let us jump in there. Every week we are here. So, guys, we'll see you next week.
Thank you.